Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of James and the Giant Earl Grey Peach Tea Jones. This is Nick, Rockly Smile, here with Last Grey Wolf and a Fuzzy Cloud Animal. How's it going?
Pretty good. I've never had peach tea. I like Earl Grey, though.
It's real good peach tea. It's real good.
Is James the Giant Earl Grey Peach Tea Jones?
Does it actually use peaches in peach tea? I would imagine it does.
Nah.
When
it depends. You can mostly it's just artificial flavoring. That's
what I would think. Yeah.
I'm sure it might have
artificial
peach
flavor
in the sweetener, but that no one's gonna actually just like put peach juice in a tea unless.
Well, yeah, because I don't know exactly what you would do. I guess you'd have to just put the peach juice in. Or
we
something,
transition into the most
Dude,
out there conversation.
It's fucking
so
not.
quickly.
You take it and you grind it up, man. You make like peach concentrate, and then you dole it out in your tea. You blend it in there.
Yeah, but the restaurants don't do that.
I don't care what they do. This is my own blend.
Okay, do your own blend,
Make
man.
it proper. You do it up.
See, like if you can't like put it in the tea packet, then it's like
packet. Okay, you're in a different.
Are you kidding me?
If you can't put it in the tea packet, it's like tea plus.
Where the
stuff.
hell did you learn to make tea?
Rob, see, Rob's from the north.
Yeah, not like me being exactly in the same state.
Yeah, basically in the same state.
No, like actually in the same state.
We don't have tea packets down here.
Really?
Our tea comes out of a machine.
Oh, you use the tea things.
Okay,
yeah.
no. There's another level, Rob, where it just comes out of a machine. Not the little tea strainer, but like actually just a machine. It's syrup. It's tea syrup.
You buy tea by the milk jugs here.
They have little transfusion bags. You hang it on your IV.
My mom used to use the that. You know those? You ever see those like fancy coffee things? Like there's like a metal coffee thing, and it has a tamper and everything, and you click clack and do the whatnot with it.
Like a K-cup or some shit.
I guess so. It wasn't a K-cup though.
Like, you load it into a machine?
Like the old style. No, it's not a machine. It's like a metal pot.
What you're talking about?
Yeah. I guess I'll draw a new hand.
Are you talking about making cappuccino or like a regular coffee or what?
Cappuccino.
It's just coffee. It was just coffee, but like it's the way that you used to have to make coffee in like you boil the water in like this big metal like polygonal weird looking thing.
Dude, everything is polygonal when you break it down.
That's a good point. That's true. By the way, I'm using a new deck.
Amazing. I bet it still has a fucking giant in it. We'll see.
It doesn't. I stayed away from red decks because those are banned.
Finally, we can play this game.
I'm going to play this deck.
No, that's not surprising at all. But you're going to kill me with your life killers.
Is this your black one where you get the dude and then you like get him 3 tokens and then you win?
That's a little racist.
What?
It's a little... I don't know what... that's the quest for the Gravelord.
Quest for the North Star. Yeah, you know.
Quest for the North Star. I can't quest for the North Star currently, unfortunately.
I'm okay with that.
I feel like adding a bunch of adverbs to that sentence just to ring on the point.
Like that we started with such a silly conversation and we should have just like never played the game just to piss everyone off.
You guys have the same card.
Yeah, it looks like it.
No, they're subtly different. If you look down at the corner, you can see a little dot in the bottom right corner. It's beta version.
Subtly different.
Beta max videotapes.
Excuse me?
More like Kappa Max. They're dead
now.
Please post your frappuccinos.
Capparinos.
Cappuccino frappu.
Go to the cappuccino.
Just so you know, Rob,
Kappa
I
house.
did flip a coin to pick who I attacked.
That's fine. Yeah, that's totally alright.
I do want you to know, Rob, I'm a liar.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm expecting to lose several games before I learn like what exactly the combo of this deck is.
You might need to refine it a little bit too.
You need to combinate.
I probably will. Yeah. Inevitably.
You might need to combinate also.
Okay. Yeah. That's reasonable.
It's the Jade Mage.
Who?
The Jade Mage.
What's wrong with her arm?
Yeah. Whoa, that is like. Okay, I just tried to replicate that. That doesn't bend
right?
that
Arms don't really do that generally.
No,
it's like going forward and then backward.
Right hand.
And look at her fingers are all kind of fucked up.
She has like
her fingers are kind of fucked up, but
it's like 2 joints. That's weird.
I could replicate the other part of that.
But to get the fingers, you got to hit your hand with a hammer, right?
You got to hammer your hand with the fingers.
Excuse me?
You got to finger hammer your ham.
You got to finger bang bang.
You gotta finger
bang
the
bang
elk
on
division.
into the night. Because I
This is
like
an
to
elk
finger bang and it's all right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I really like to finger bang and it's all right.
Finger bang bang.
I don't mind finger banging.
Is this game serious right now?
Is what I'll say. It's not so bad.
It's
you-
bad.
Did you hear about the freaking awesome game that's coming out this weekend?
Oh,
What's that?
Week, not weekend. There's a Duck Dynasty game coming out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that sounds.
It's
you
gonna
want-
be so good.
Is it multiplayer? Because I
I
would
don't
totally
know,
play.
but let's buy it and all play together on stream.
Did I
I'll
s-
be the
is it-
guy
wait,
with
is
the
it-
beard and that smells bad.
Is it probably? It's probably just like a match 3 game, but
No,
it has
I
features
saw them
like
on a
that.
freaking like one of those Everglades boats where you like fly through the Everglades. It's like a big fan with a piece of wood attached to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds actually kind of badass.
They were all on that together, so I'm thinking
wrote
it's
them all
probably
over.
basically Halo.
Okay,
Well, it's probably okay.
basically Halo.
Basically,
Maybe it's like
it's
Destiny, but with Duck Dynasty.
I thought it
Duck
was
Destiny.
Destiny.
Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny. I would play that game, yeah. Where all of the Destiny characters are ducks. In fact, that would actually make me want to play
Oh.
Destiny more.
You gotta go fight all the alien geese.
They're alien
Fuck
geese
yeah.
and ducks, and they have armor on, and they're elite as hell. And you and your 3 compatriots from the southern United States will use your 2 buckshot shotguns
That's-
to take them out.
I thought you were gonna like ruin my day with that, but it's not the worst
No,
thing.
not at all. It's pretty
Oh, excellent.
easy peasy.
Guys, I
lemon
really
squeezy.
want to play Duck Destiny right now.
I want to play DuckTales.
So I
DuckTales.
drew
Destiny.
all 3 of those. I don't
Yeah,
know.
all right, that's cool.
I wonder if I can get an early review copy of Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny.
DuckTale Destiny.
DuckTales. Woo.
Suck my dad's dick 'cause he wants it.
Wait, that was a jump.
Suck my dad's dick 'cause he wants it? Is that a...
He does, yeah.
Why does he want it though?
I mean, who doesn't want their dick sucked, really? If you have a penis, you probably want it sucked.
That's a good point, actually.
Yep.
I didn't think of that one.
Yep.
That's why people
sounds
put them
like
into
you would.
vacuums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. It's like a very bad idea. It's not going to make it longer. It's just going to chew it up, and it's going to be dead when it comes out the other
Yeah,
side.
don't chew up your penis. It's dangerous.
Why? What?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm right.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I don't. Dude, calm down. I'm not fucking sorry.
Just don't put your dick in the vacuum. It's not a good
I'm not
idea.
gonna put my dick in the vacuum. All right.
Well, now you're not, but you were before I said it.
I wasn't. Okay, look, man. There's no. There's a yes. There's a no. The complicated issues here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's
Beginning your upkeep, return a
goblin king.
creature you control. Oh, I hate you. Okay, cool.
Is that like a big frog with cancer? What is that?
Yeah, he's a cancer frog.
Why does it look so weird? What is it doing?
He's just got cancer. He's actually got a little bit of booby going on there.
It actually looks like he's made out of that plumber's foam.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Like the plumber
Could
got
be
a
made
little
out of-
out of control.
Plumber's foam.
Foamed himself right up into a frog.
He floamed it. Remember Floam? That was
Mhm.
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Foam was the
It was a lot of fun until you left it alone for a year and then went to go check it out, and all of a sudden it's all hard.
I actually never got Floam because it was mad expensive, and I was like, that actually doesn't look that cool.
Yeah, I'd always see it on commercials, and I really
Dude,
want
it's
it. But
pretty cool.
It's
Seems
like
really-
restrictive Play-Doh, right? It's like Play-Doh that you can only hang out with underwater. That sounds lame.
You can only hang out with underwater.
that's their
Exactly.
slogan. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the way phases work so much.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Let's just try it, I guess. I don't really have that much to lose.
That's reasonable. Scooby Dooby Dingy Dongy Boop Boop a Scoob Doob. Titanic growth, what's he doing at?
Oh, he's really got a two levels
no.
to this, huh?
Yeah.
That's doubly douche.
Well, at least you wasted your card, but so did I.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
So I just wanna-
What? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Go away, card. I don't want to look at you anymore.
See, I didn't do that because Rob's gonna return it on this turn.
I'm gonna
So I
do
just
what?
want- You're gonna return my card.
No, I can only do it to a creature I control.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
No,
I was like, it's over, man. We lost.
No, yeah, I can only do it to my own creatures.
Look, I
No,
got sad
that-
wolf out.
Makes me feel way better.
The sad,
Dude.
sad.
Wolves don't need to be sad. I mean, oh, he's a ghost wolf, so maybe he can be sad. But
There's nothing to
Yeah,
be
that'll
sad
be-
about.
He's not
He's
a ghost yet.
tough.
he's a Hellgeist.
Yeah, but he's not a ghost yet. He's like
Hellgeist.
almost a ghost.
Not Hellgeist.
Oh, that's a
your
sick
guys.
combo, actually. You can like put the things back and then play them again and stuff.
Except like their abilities are kind of whack right now.
Oh, you get to draw a card like every turn.
Yeah, true. Potentially.
Don't you potentially me? This is butts, actually. Oh, okay, we lost.
Nah, it's not that big of a deal, actually.
You
It's
say
the
that.
Genius Hydra. I don't want that.
What did you reveal? Reveal the top. You may put a non-permanent card from on a bench. Oh, okay. So it doesn't gain counters.
No, not really.
Okay, it's not like the other one that like splits every time it fucking whatever or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, game, why are you gonna do that? Well,
Scooby, a dooby doo. A Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Dooby, a Scooby Doo.
I am land starved, so you guys can have a good old time.
Alright. Alright.
I'm just gonna sit back.
I don't know what this
relax.
deck does really, besides doing that thing. But like the rest of like the abilities that I can get back are like, yeah, that guy taps that thing or draw more cards so that you can tap more things and draw more cards. Woo!
So just draw yourself out.
Yeah, that's what I'm like planning on doing.
You just draw yourself out, man.
Yep.
Nobody has any artifacts or enchantments out, huh?
Nope.
No, I didn't get any of mine.
Huh.
But thanks for letting me know that you can destroy them because now I'm not gonna play them.
That's true.
Still
Yeah.
helps me either way. I don't really care.
That's fine.
That's a good point. That's like this mind games. You just made mind games happen.
You mind gamed me.
What was your topic
your
that you had,
mind.
Austin? I want to talk about your
Oh,
topic.
I forgot about that. You might have saw on Twitter. But
Never.
I-
What is that? What does that mean?
what is that thing? I don't know, but I made a big step. I took a huge step.
That's when a bird cheeps in the air.
Yes, absolutely. I took a big step in my progression of living the world that we live in. I bought a car.
Oh, would you look at that?
I bought
That's
a new
cool.
car, a new 2015 Mazda 6.
You bought it, not
Mazda
leased it?
6.
I leased it. I wish I
Oh.
had the money to buy it out, but I don't have any interest on the payment, so that's nice.
But you still could have taken a loan, though. Like, there's still different options other than buying it or leasing it.
Oh no, I did. Well, I guess I did take a loan then from the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I paid off in 3 years, no interest, which I like.
Yeah.
And it's a
Interest
sweet
sucks.
car. You can see the pictures on Twitter if you want to go look at
Heated
it.
seats?
Actually, I forgot. It has a bunch of other. Cool.
You'll find out.
Does it have heated teats?
I wish. I don't
Tweak
know
'em.
what lamps are.
Yeah.
When you're on the knobs, just tweak them a little. See if they're heated.
Gotta tweak your knobs.
I'll tweak 'em.
Austin.
No, but
Heated
it's,
windshield wipers?
heated windshield wipers. Yeah, actually, it came with heated windshield wipers.
Yeah. Heated gas cap?
The gas cap gets very hot. Yes.
That's so weird.
It's
Why'd you
really,
want
it's really
that?
surprising though, because sometimes you like go in and you're ready to change the gas, and it's scary. You gotta be careful if you don't forget.
It's
to turn it on.
burning hot,
It
right?
might
Yeah,
just
yeah.
literally be on fire,
Right.
which
Yeah,
is when you
that's-
should
that's-
call the police.
Yeah, I gotta say that must
The band.
that's like probably a dangerous feature. Yeah, just get Sting on the line and you'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll help me out.
That's a rhyme. It's not a crime.
Rhyme
I'm
time.
gonna do this.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. This is actually
Yep.
scary.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay.
So congratulations on your new car.
Thank
I hope
you.
it serves you well, and I hope it
I
lasts
hope-
for a long time.
I plan on using it for all of the miles. So I'm excited.
You said your last one was like over 100,000 by now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's time.
All right. Cool. Rob has 2 of those now.
That's okay. I trust him.
Yeah, I'm a pretty trustworthy guy, I have to say.
Yeah. You
Of
trust.
all guys.
Could I get a land?
Could I get a printout of Oyster smiling?
I'm gonna lose.
I'm
I'm
really
gonna hope
hoping.
Nick doesn't have another one of those fucking destroy enchantments because he played it. But I'm pretty sure he's got mind games and he has another one.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You should definitely destroy that.
I mean, I don't have anything to gain life and I already land, so don't worry about it.
That's true.
Hmm.
Still though.
Pretty sure he has another one though. I probably should have held
Oh,
on
you
to it.
know. That's actually not a
Hmm.
terrible idea.
Hmm.
Nick, what you want?
What you want?
You know what?
What
Actually,
you want? What you really, really want? What you want? What you really, really want? Ugh.
oh, look, it's not one. Excellent. What does that do? In your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power. Type the greatest power. Oh, just draw if you do that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Rob has that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bummer.
This deck seems to lead to Ohms races.
Yeah, you two are beating it around there. I don't have any lands.
We're beating around the bush a little bit, yeah.
We're just beating on that bush.
Beat it all you want. I'm not gonna
Dude, in
play
high
that.
school, there was a bush that was like outside of the door when we would wait to get on the bus after we'd finish, and we would just jump into it. It was like trimmed like a nice square hedge, and we would just jump into that bush until we destroyed the bush. Like parts of it came off because children kept flying into it.
Oh,
Is that like a thing that kids did, like other than me, or is that just like me?
doesn't even let me draw a card. It's bullshit.
You ever jump into a bush?
No, because they always hurt real bad.
The thing is, that one was trimmed in such a way that it felt like you were just landing into a pillow somehow.
Okay.
And then we just kind of broke it apart, so then eventually we were just kind of falling through the leaves and into the root part, which wasn't so fun.
I'm having a bad time.
Yeah.
We also threw milk at a brick wall back then, so we were kind of special.
Just a little bit.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna say I'm very not threatening, so you should not.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4
Well,
lands.
there's really not terribly much I can actually do.
You attack. No, okay. I mean, not anything.
Well, I mean, if I attack Nick, I'm gonna like lose things,
That's true. I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's fine.
which is.
I also
I
have
didn't say I
a
had
couple of
attack.
land and a couple of cards in my hand, so just keep that in mind if you want to attack me.
So I'll do that.
Yeah, he's right. He's got some. Oh my god, a land.
Oh, what was
Absolutely.
that cat? Why did it go right in the graveyard?
Because I have way too many cards in my hand.
I like that cat. Don't put him in there. That's mean.
He's a nice cat. Yeah. Out of all
Okay.
cats I've seen, he's up there.
I like
He's like
his
one of
tail.
those
His tail
cats.
looks like a dong, though.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Got a thing. That's my defense. I'm just gonna sit here with that and stare at it. Okay.
Strong thing.
It's just a defense. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Give card, please. Thank you.
No. No, you don't get card.
No, I get one every turn.
No, you don't have a 6. He has 6.
Boop,
Oh, I guess you get 1 card. Yeah.
boop.
Dude, you don't even need to convoke. You could just play it.
No, I want to convoke, though. How many? 5, 6, 7.
You do some
I
math,
have
dude.
8. 7, 6. I gotta do that.
That worm's real mad.
Yeah, my worm's
Is he an
pretty
angry
mad.
worm?
My worm is pretty angry about the
He's
whole
pretty
thing.
angry.
He's
God,
just
remember,
a siege worm.
remember that card from the other game, 2014, that gave all your creatures like +3/+3 and trample or whatever?
Oh, Pornheim.
Pornheim. Yeah, that's the one.
That card was called Pornheim.
Pornheim. That one would be real good for both of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I drew a Pornheim.
Want a good old Pornheim.
All right, let's bring back.
Dude, just dance. Make a little love.
Get down tonight.
Tonight would be a good-
I'm gonna get down.
It would be a good night tonight to get down.
down.
Tonight.
Did you hear that the computer actually made a new sequence called Cricket?
Oh, really?
Cricket actually has a really wicked step snap. It's like it's a
Okay.
walk and a snap at the same time, kind of like what they did in that one movie where they would knife fight a lot, or the one play. You know the one I mean.
Oh yeah, I get you.
The West
Oh,
Side
awesome.
Story.
Worms made of palacas.
Paliaca worm. Well,
But Cricket's kind of a troublemaker, so I'm not sure you want to pronounce him doing much of anything other than maybe his
no, yeah,
police report.
Fair, yeah. I guess I'm gonna do that.
why I
Cricket's a
deserve-
real up and jumper. He's a rough and tumble guy.
He's a skluff and skloomber, sklink, clunk, click, skloom, clunk.
You okay there?
Yep. I want to attack you with that guy.
Are you? Why?
Well, because why not, really?
That was mine. I'm gonna destroy yours, with mine. So technically, I'm winning.
Yeah, I guess you could see
So
it
look,
that
it
way.
even went to your graveyard.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, dude, did I get safety dance? I'll call it. This is safety dance, man.
Oh,
you get the touch
pretty scorpion.
Oh, pretty scorpion.
It's a little racist.
That wasn't racist. That was being me. That's just me.
Is it just you? Well, I didn't know that's.
What I do, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I like your scorpion, but I don't like the implications of it.
Mhm.
I like it just so I don't die.
No.
That's a reasonable reason.
It's my
to like
protection from Rob at this point.
Reasonable.
Stops.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Reasonable. Oh, what does he do?
Okay.
Is that the reach guy? No, it's a different.
I don't know how this game is actually going to play out, to be honest with you.
I'm just hanging, man. I'm just hanging on a prayer.
Hang loose.
Whoa, halfway there.
Whoa, oh, I don't care.
Take my hand, they won't make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer. I'm sorry.
Better be.
Yeah, Butterbean.
Okay.
Butterbean?
All right,
Butterfree?
Butterbean.
Butterfree.
Get this guy back in here, and then get this guy back in here. Is that
Alright.
no big deal? Just
We in there.
oh, would you look at that?
Don't be cocky about it.
You just turned into Jesse Cox. What happened?
Nice one.
I'm just.
Why don't you do a
living on
little
a prayer.
dance?
And get down tonight. Can I
No,
get
you
down
need
tonight?
to make a little love first, and then you can
Oh, I
There
see.
is a sequence to the order that you need to follow before you can get down tonight, Rob, and I think you just broke it. This is not
Yeah,
a sequence-breaking Metroidvania for your crazy ideas.
It's, oh, okay. Well, I like this game.
It's gonna be mine now. And then I'm actually gonna have 2 of him.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Guys, what
Yep.
do you think about The Evil Within? You have any opinions? That's coming out this week, too.
I'll wait for jump scares.
What happened there?
We dropped the call, apparently, but now we're back,
Okay.
and everything seems to be fine. I was just asking you how you felt about The Evil Within, and I think you said something about jump scares, and that's where we kind of lost you.
Oh, I was saying that their main advertisement was a bunch of people getting jump scared, so it's probably just a bunch of jump scares.
Yeah, it's probably just a bunch of jump scares.
I did that in the wrong order, but whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
Did you watch any of the trailers or anything about it? Because there's a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
information.
talking about.
Okay.
I just watched the trailer for it. Yeah,
Because I played it, and it actually plays just like Resident Evil 4, but like higher res, of course.
it looked kind of cool.
Oh, I got a thing. I forgot about that. Nice.
I was thinking about maybe just getting it and streaming the whole game in one sitting or something, but I don't know how long it is.
That's reasonable. Yeah, yeah, do it. Do it. See if I care, Nick. See if I fucking care.
How's your Alien series going, Rob?
Pretty good. You know, I'm up 4 parts now into it, and comments are only slightly rude. So
That's nice. Slightly.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
Yeah.
curious about, seeing as you don't really do a lot of the horror games on your channel generally.
It wasn't rude about like that I'm playing a horror game. It was rude about like, oh, Rob, you missed this thing.
Well,
Brr, brr,
yeah,
brr.
no, that too. But like
Yeah.
whether or not you reacted in a way that they deemed acceptable for their personal
Right.
preference.
Yeah. I feel ya. I feel ya.
Do you feel them?
I steal ya.
Yeah.
Do you steal them though?
I steal him.
Steal you. You steal
Mm-hmm. I
Steal
seal
thine
door him.
self.
I don't know what this game is right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just hanging.
Yeah. You're in main phase 2, by the way, Nick. I don't know. if
Yeah, I know. I'm just being done now.
you... Okay.
Advocate starting to put a thing on the thing.
Advocating the beast. What are you
Yeah.
going to advocate about?
I'd like to put him up on a pedestal, maybe. He's got a
Okay.
platform that I'm trying to lobby toward.
That's reasonable,
Maybe
yeah.
getting him involved in some sort of like tomfoolery or hijinks, maybe a hullabaloo
Okay.
or horribaloo.
All right.
I think that's kind of his thing.
Or-
I'm kind of.
or-
He's a big advocator. He's a lobbyist. He's involved in a lot of things, including government lobbying and various things like that. So, I advocate that.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
put a
fair.
vote in his general direction if I had to choose, which I do, and I did, and I will. What am I doing? This is not for me.
That's him. He's just revealing.
I
He's
don't
gonna
care
play
what these
solos.
cards are. I don't have any help with this. Boy, I like that door. That's a pretty-ass door.
It's a good door.
It is a land gate.
AlpacaPatrol is making choices between.
Is a land gate better or worse
souls
than a
in the car
lion's
and
gate?
souls in the car.
I'm done with these cards. Put them away, please.
Yeah, Rob is baiting.
I'm. Oh no! You fuck piece of shit.
Well, at least you can do it again next turn. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but they're now. God damn it! Like that's so bullshit that I have to fucking do it on a goddamn timer.
Well,
Nah, but that's how the game works, though.
Yeah.
it's only Skype's
we
having trouble
couldn't, we
again.
couldn't. Like, how? Why would we ever put on an option to make timers? Between friends, not a thing.
Yeah.
That'd be really.
I'm so
way
mad
too
because
hard.
there was a thing that I actually really wanted to fucking use, but whatever. I guess. Fuck
Was
me.
it Soul Zendikar?
Oh. No, wait. Was it a what?
Soul of Zendikar.
Oh, Soul Zendikar.
No, I actually didn't even want to use him.
He's cool.
Oh,
though.
no.
I'm sorry, by the way.
Oh no, my guy. I'm not gonna be able to get him back.
Yeah, I said that, then I forgot that I had that.
That's sad.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose all my creatures now, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. I'm glad that I have 2 of your Baneslayer angels, though.
Yeah, I'm not though. I am glad that. Oh no, I'm not glad.
Don't get mad, Austin. Get glad.
Look, glad's pretty hard to get right now when you're hanging on a prayer and you're living around the town. You know.
You're halfway there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually a big deal right now. I wonder if.
Oh
I can
yeah,
do
you have
what
to
I
put.
think-
You have to put
Yeah, I
a
wonder
card
if I
back
can,
in your hand.
Let's see. At the beginning of your turn, a creature you control. I think I could do the same one, the species.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be like not able to attack every turn
What do you mean?
because it's gonna be tapped, or it's gonna have summoning sickness every turn.
Every turn? What do you mean? What are you
You're talking about
What
the
you
clone
talking
one,
about?
I'm just gonna return Species Gorger back to my hand.
Oh, I guess you can do that. Yeah.
Also, I just had the glitch where I can't zoom out or in. Actually, I can't. Okay, now I can zoom back in. Oh,
I think you
no,
just
it's
gotta
gonna
click
zoom me
furiously for a moment or two, and then it usually works its way out.
out. Yeah, it's.
Oh,
that's
forgetting
what she
about.
said.
I mean, I could use a land right now. That'd be nice.
I don't know what I want.
I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
Could you tell me what I want? What I really, really want?
Yeah, I'll tell you
want
what you want, what you really, really want.
But tell me what I want. What I really.
You want to zig a zig? Ah.
But I wanna really, really, really wanna.
All right, welcome back, Species Gorger. How's it going?
Oh, it's pretty door.
Is that the
There it
door?
is.
It is a very pretty
just
door.
gonna-
It is a gate, though. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it
What's
on
this
one
guy
of
all about?
And
Flying,
those-
first strike, lifelink, protection from demons, and from dragons. Really, both?
these. Mm-hmm.
Return this creature to its owner's hand. I wish I could say that.
It's actually Austin's thing.
It's mine. He took it from me.
Yeah, I took Austin's thing.
Just return it to your hand.
I don't want to do that.
I really wanna.
Can't you just return it to your hand?
Oh, I forgot I could do that. That's handy.
Oh, that's nice. You know, actually, Robbie,
Yeah, I
you
don't want to return it to my hand. What?
You don't have to do that, but
Yeah, I didn't have to, but I did it though.
it's true.
It's a sign of
Another
respect.
thing here. Mm-hmm.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nick, Rob is a big threat to you once he kills me, so I'll just point that out there.
I can't
Yeah.
really kill you.
Me?
I mean, very slowly, perhaps.
Yeah, pretty slowly. I just want a land.
I just want you to be my lover so that you can get with my friends.
You gotta get with the friends first to be the lover,
Mhm.
Rob. You got it
Otherwise,
backwards.
right? Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I apologize.
That's not a land.
No, it's not.
Alandis Morissette.
I don't like this deck. I want to say.
You made it.
Yeah,
You should fire the guy that made it.
I really should. It's kind of whack. I wish I had my Inferno Titan.
Make him a key grip.
Yeah. I should have done that.
He can grip on your nuts.
Classic Jim.
I think his name was Larry.
Okay. Why? You wanna kill this thing somehow?
I like what's happening
right.
here. I want to see what happens at the end of this.
You're gonna. What's happening here? What did you?
I like this.
Oh, it is first strike. Whatever. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Did you just whiff?
I whiffed.
Oh no.
You forgot about what your own card had.
Yeah, I did. That's weird.
Yep.
Guys, if you want to complain about that misstep, go to youtube.com/lastgraywife.
Also, if you want to be my lover, you gotta,
Gotta get with
my
his friends.
You
It's
gotta
the
do
only
it.
possible way.
Because otherwise, why would I? You know, I gotta see whether or not they liked you first, and then we'll move on.
It's a
from
really
there.
weird line.
It really is. I never really understood that very much. Like, I think I understand the implication or the way that it was described to me is like, well, you have to, become friends with my friends first, and then but that's not what that sentence means. Get with my friends means you got to go bang my friends.
Yeah, it's
which
a very
perhaps is
specific
what.
thing.
Yeah, Maybe that's what they meant. I mean, they are the Spice Girls. Maybe they all just bang the same guy, which would actually be amazing if that were if that were the case. I don't think it is.
I
But
don't think that's what they mean. I think they just mean you got to be in my friend circle and know the people that I like and be friends with them too. I don't think they
Right.
wanted you to bang them necessarily.
It could be. Could be. Could
I
be.
think you're projecting here, Rob. I think you're projecting.
Could be. Could be.
You might be projecting.
Could be.
You could actually be a projector right now.
Could be.
Yeah, you might have a head full of reels.
Nick, have you drawn any cards recently? Because I don't think you've played anything ever.
No, I have.
On ones.
I played enough that you don't need to worry about it.
No, I'm
You
not
have
worried.
7 of those
I'm
ones?
worried. I'm worried for you, Nick, because Rob can kill you with like one attack.
Why?
No,
He got 3 flyers. You have any reach cards?
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. You need to be a little proactive, or you're going to die very quickly.
I don't think that's true.
Rob's not
I
going
think
to
it
attack
is.
me.
That's,
I'm
you
not-
see, you say that, but then when I'm dead, what's to stop him?
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything?
Everything.
Okay.
There's not a single way he can possibly attack me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm alone here.
It's impossible, actually.
Nick, if I attack you, will that convince you to attack him when he can kill you in one hit?
Why would you do that?
Because I want you to attack
If you
him.
attack me, I'm going to kill you in one turn.
That's mean, though.
Don't attack me.
Well, then attack him. All right.
Oh, he's got a big old worm out.
It
Mm-hmm.
does.
Look at that. Look how many eyes it has. It's beautiful. I think it clenched
Many
right up to your
eyes with
taint.
many vibes.
No.
Oh. So is this? Okay.
It's a friend.
If you'd like to be my lover, you'd need to get with my friends. Oh, okay.
You should probably do that, like a dramatic reading of all the Spice Girls songs.
That'd be
Well,
interesting.
You're dead. I warned you, and you didn't really do anything about it.
Didn't really have an option, to be honest.
It attacked you.
Why would you attack me?
Oh, because you're dead.
That's fucked up, Rob.
I'm sorry.
Nick,
Saw
I
an
feel like you're not allowed to really say anything here. I mean, I give you plenty of warning.
I drew I drew that card
Oh.
that allowed me to kill Nick. I actually wouldn't have attacked Nick if it weren't for that.
I actually had enough to kill either of you. Well, a second ago I did anyway.
That
That would
sucks.
have been really helpful, when I told you to do
To
it.
kill either of us.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
I had the 7/7 water cat thing and like a 4/4 and all
Oh,
kinds
snap.
of power up stuff that I could have put down. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Well, I mean, I told you when the right moment was.
Well, I
Those
unfortunately
were the
already
fight
summoned
moments.
2/1/1, so I didn't have enough land to use them at that point, so it didn't matter.
Man, that sucks. Nick, you're my ticket to win, and you failed me, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't really care. You can get fucked, basically.
2
Alright.
tickets to paradise. Packing bags will leave with rice.
With Rice.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, I feel like you should not attack me with your lifelink merely because you have 69 life.
That's a good point. But
I think you can win without using them, so I would go for it.
I got it.
So you're pussying out. Comment to tell him how wrong he is.
YouTube.com/AlpacaPatrol.
How wrong I am.
How brong
Tell
is
him how
this
wrong he
spood
is.
beast?
Fuck it, sure. Here.
Oh, okay. Well, that was unnecessary.
No. I figure if you want to, like,
I want to be.
throw everything at it. I was going to do the math, and then I was like, well, if you're going to, like, throw everything at me to kill it or something, then, whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't know why you made me kill my own creature. That actually hurts real bad.
Do the
Yep.
math. The Atari Jaguar slogan.
Man, I have to. Well, hey, look, now I have 6 creatures in my graveyard. Oh, that would have been helpful. Actually, not now. Well, I had this card. This was great. Like 10 turns ago, if I would have had land.
Is that a Lord of the
it's right.
fucking Pit?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
it's
a
a
new
Runescar
Dota hero
demon.
that's going to come out.
It's an old
Did I
magic
have
card.
that one card?
Lord of the Pit.
Do I have that card? I'm not gonna have time to find it if I do have it.
I got 2 tickets to Square Oblige. Scrap my scrap, I'll script disguise.
Man, if I would have had that one turn ago,
Mm-hmm.
that's a bummer.
I've been there, son.
Rob, you should
Been
not
there.
attack me.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I
to
tried
be
that
honest with you.
once. It didn't work.
But think of how much fun it could be if you don't attack me. Actually, I don't even think I have enough lands for it. Never mind.
Which is the one?
Wait,
Yeah,
how
this
fun
guy-
would it be, actually, if...
It would be
you-
really fun. I feel like you should not attack me.
Would it be like a goblin with a carnival penis?
I have that card actually in my hand right now.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, Rob, if you want to have a good time and let the viewers have a good time.
It's not happening.
It looks like
You
one of
don't
those barber
Wow.
poles.
Rob officially doesn't want to have a good time. Fine.
Nope. No good times are
Wait,
gonna
what
be
is a
had.
carnival
It's really
penis
sad.
anyway?
What's a Barnable scheme in
Rob,
this?
Rob, when you
Yep.
get
Bummer.
really old, if you ever get like dementia or something, I feel like having that humor now is going to make it worse then.
You're probably right. Yeah, it probably won't be good.
You should start reinforcing the patterns of brain and thought patterns that keep your mind focused on proper diction.
Okay,
So I think eliminate Rob humor forever, and you'll be much happier in the long run.
you might be right. Yeah.
Man.
Also, Malls will be happy too.
I really wanted one more turn to go out. It's a real bummer. If I would have had one land within 5 turns, this game would have been completely different.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, I've been
no,
there.
it'd be exactly the same because I would have killed you both.
No,
I
I had to
would've had
destroy. I had to destroy everything card.
Oh, really? So you would have
Yeah.
destroyed your own Baneslayer angels? That would have been sad.
I really wouldn't have though.
Who won?
We
did.
all did. No, we all did. We all won.
Oh, I won the game. Though
We
I
all won the
still
game.
don't really like that deck very much.
Oh, sure you don't. Of course not. Why would you like a deck that you won with?
It's
Why would
well
that be a
because
thing that you
like
liked?
it was kind of boring. Like it was like I took
Oh,
36
winning's
minutes.
boring now. All right, guys. Fine.
Well-
Rob, what's the end game here? You won the game and you're still upset.
Because it's kind of whack. I don't know.
I gave you so many options for the game not to be boring.
Rob,
Don't give
when
me
you
that
lose, you
bullshit.
get upset. When you win, you get upset. What can we do?
I mean, I won.
Bro,
but,
I
like,
could just make you a deck with a bunch of Inferno Titans. If that would make you feel better.
That
There's
would
like
be nice.
60
It really would.
Inferno Titans.
Inferno
They're all
Titans
free. They don't cost
are
any
fun,
mana.
man. Inferno
But just
Titans.
be careful, they get addictive. You start falling into like that circle, that trap. You keep playing Inferno Titans and playing
Exactly.
Inferno Titans. Suddenly you need more Inferno Titans. Suddenly Inferno Titans aren't free anymore. Now they cost 5 land, 6 land, 10 land. Now you gotta go to like deals to get Inferno Titans. You're talking to some shady guy in a limousine. He's trying to, sell you this brand new Inferno Titan. And then suddenly you're in the street, blowing a guy for money for Inferno Titans. That's
It's
a
true.
long road you want to go
And
down.
instead of ejaculating, he's just got Inferno Titans that come out of the tip of his penis.
Yeah.
Just rolled up real tight, and you gotta unfold them, and they're kind of slimy, but you play them anyway.
And suddenly, like, there's a police officer. He wants your ID. You open your fucking wallet, and all your things are just Inferno Titans.
And then you
nothing.
gotta blow him too,
Yeah.
but not even for any reason, just because you do.
I also I completely forgot, but I named this deck Echoing Butthole. So
Echo, echo, echo.
so like the
Is anybody in there? In there?
I'm glad that I have that as that because
Very good.
you know it
Not if you
reminds
can
me.
hear me, hear me.
Yeah, I'm like looking at all the cards that are in this deck.
I thought it was
Sorry,
boring
guys.
though.
It is pretty boring.
All right, cool.
Oh, I have that card in this deck, huh?
Apparently he's got that card.
Yeah, that
That's funny. Okay,
Is it though?
Yep.
Audience, was that funny?
it's pretty funny.
It's funny, haha, not funny, ho ho.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
What
don't
am
wanna
I
be-
funny?
oh.
Funny how? Funny like a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you?
No, you're funny. Like the clown's an Inferno Titan.
Yeah,
We're all Inferno Titan now. You are the Inferno Titan.
that's true. I'll have you know,
Inferno-
I didn't win like I haven't won in like 10 episodes, and I had Inferno Titan in every one of those episodes. One with this deck didn't have Inferno Titan.
The
Hey,
joke
chat,
is,
commenters, is that true what he just said?
It's true.
go do a background check on that. Go
Actually,
do
can
it.
no, I
actually
think I
find
won-
that out.
I think I won like 3 episodes ago. But
We gotta
still.
keep you honest, Rob, or you come up with this whole I didn't win for 10 games thing.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's a good point. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had Chinese food. Oh yeah, I'm totally getting seconds of Chinese food.
Rob segue achieved. We are officially there.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
a
thinking about
vehicle where you
what did
lean
you guys
forward.
have for dinner?
I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna
oh,
have it
okay.
after this episode.
Haberdashering?
Haberdasher. I'm gonna have haberdasher. Yeah.
All right, haberdasher.
That's
That's a good
making
meal.
hats, right?
Yes, it is.
That's
That
hat
would be a
maker.
hatterdasher. But no, yeah.
I believe it's actually.
I'm
yeah,
out of
Mad-
here. Good joke.
Mad
That's a
Hatter
good-
Dasher.
It's a good joke.
What was wrong with the Mad Hatter anyway? It was like schizophrenic or something?
He's just on a lot of drugs.
Oh, it was all drugs?
I think
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
drugs.
what's his name? It's,
Drugs.
Drugs.
Drugs McGillicuddy?
Drugs. Drugs
think
make
that's
druggy drug. That's his name.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good dude.
So,
I
like, he put a bunch of ether in the tea, maybe?
yeah, probably.
Why can't I think of this guy's name?
Actually, in
Johnny
Batman,
Johnny Depp, that's who it was. That was the joke. I kept thinking Johnny Knoxville for some reason. I couldn't get that name out of my head.
Johnny Deppville.
I think Johnny Knoxville would have made a good Mad Hatter. Actually, I think
Actually,
it
I kind of do. He was that character in Men in Black 2, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
The brain dead dude with the two heads.
Yeah, he was with the two heads. Yeah, he was cool.
Johnny Knoxville is actually not a bad actor. I'm not gonna say he's a good actor, but he's not a bad one.
I feel like he kind of brought down all of Men in Black 2 just by being in it.
He was
Really?
in it for
I thought he was all right. I don't think he was
like
the reason
30
Men in Black
seconds,
2 was
though.
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
He was pretty.
Well, I
like,
mean,
major,
you don't like a guy's head blown off, so at least he had that for going for you.
Yeah.
That was the other guy. That was the guy
Yeah,
at
That was
the
the
top.
other guy?
There's-
No, yeah. Johnny Knoxville was the guy. He had the one regular head, and then he had the one little penis head
that came
comes
out of his neck
shoulder.
or whatever. Shoulder.
Oh yeah, I got him confused with the guy who had the head that grows.
He was cool. He was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he was
guy.
in the original one.
Mhm.
And Tommy Lee Jones shot his head off then, but then when Tommy Lee Jones came back, he was a mailroom clerk for a while, and he kind of forgot about the whole Men in Black thing.
Right.
And they're like, all right, you got to join us again. And then he's like, you know what? I remember I had to shoot your head off for no reason because I really like doing it. And he did it again.
No, he didn't remember though. That was the joke.
Mhm.
Remember he goes.
Oh yeah,
goes
and he
back?
realized he didn't remember it, but he did it anyway, just to see that it was fun.
There was
Yeah.
one really good joke in Men in Black 2, because the rest of the movie was
Got
pretty terrible.
homicide.
Although Men in Black 3 was like
It
actually,
was a lot better.
yeah, it was like pretty damn good. Like it almost rivaled the first one, I think. But anyway, Men in Black 2, they had the one good joke that I thought that I actually legitimately laughed at a lot was like when they get flushed, and then Kay's like, "Is this what you do every week?" And he was like, "Yeah, you just always be like every weekend, flush me, Jay, flush me," and I'd be like, "Nah."
I forgot how funny that was.
Yeah, I was like, great. It's just like a dead bed.
It's the nah, man. The nah is so
Yeah.
good in like any context. Just like
Yeah.
nah, man.
I was like, nah.
Those
was
movies
just
would
like
be
an
nothing
awkward
without
silence.
Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I
yeah.
mean, he's fucking
Just-
brilliant in the.
Just, yeah.
I don't know why Will Smith turned into let's get Jaden Smith into all the movies, but
It's a successor, man.
He got
Yeah.
real weird.
Yeah,
Will Smith got real weird in
Will
his old
Smith
age.
he just needs to make iRobot 2, and then I'll be happy. That's what I
Is
need.
that
I mean,
really a
it-
thing that anyone wants?
I want it,
Yeah,
I like that.
don't
I'd rather have a
like
sequel to I Am Legend than that.
but that movie he spoilers in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they can make sequels out of anything. It doesn't matter if you die
But
or
then
not.
but yeah.
If-
He
if they're
fell
gonna
into
make
a
a
lake of
sequel-
lava, man. Jeez.
Okay, if they're gonna make a sequel to anything, they should make a sequel to Independence Day, because that would be fucking
Dude,
balls.
have you
think I
watched
just
that
saw-
lately? It's not that good anymore.
It's badass
It's
though.
really
I've
kinda
watched
bad.
I've watched it several times since I've become an adult, and no, it's not a good movie, but it's badass. It's still badass. Like Will Smith is a
I
badass.
had some
in
of
that
the biggest nostalgia goggles for that movie out of any movie.
movie. Oh, really?
When I watched it again, I was like, what was I thinking?
It's still really like Will Smith is such a bad, and Jeff Goldblum's in it. It's just,
What happened to him anyway?
I don't know. He's been in Wes Anderson movies lately, but
He used
I
to
think
be
he's
like a
maybe
big
taking
Apple
a break.
spokesperson or something. Spokesperson? Did I just
Spokesperson.
Spokesperson.
Scopesperson. Yeah. he's
Scopesperson.
Scopes.
There was a news article I think that they said they're gonna make a new Ghostbusters, but it's gonna be an all-female cast.
Well, the last
Huh.
Ghostbusters was actually a video game for Xbox 360.
Yep.
Yeah, but-
That's weird that they're actually making a new Ghostbusters, because Dan Aykroyd said that, like, people always I remember reading an interview and in like almost word for word he said, like, people always ask me about a Ghostbusters 2 sequel, and I'm like, and I say that the Ghostbusters video game, that's the sequel. That's
Right.
all we're gonna make of the Ghostbusters franchise. And so that's weird to me that they're gonna make a new one. Is Dan Aykroyd even attached to it?
I don't know. The news article was kind of just like, yeah, they're doing it, and it was like, okay, but
Oh, they were doing
think-
a Halo movie too, and
they were that, and they're always making that movie. And
Well, and it might be one of those, like, hey, this movie did well in the 80s, let's make it again. Like the Robocop. That was awful, by the way.
Was it really? I was looking for it on Netflix. I wanted
Really
to see it
bad.
because his visor looked badass.
It was just okay. So like they threw out the initial premise of Robocop because in the first, here's what Paul Verhoeven does. Because he made Starship Troopers, he made Robocop.
I like
Paul
those.
Verhoeven, exactly. Paul Verhoeven, what he did in those times that he made those movies is he took these awful, god awful like scripts or like really terrible premises like Robocop and made them really badass and hilarious and, you know, just fun, right? Like Robocop, if you really think about it, is a really awful premise. The movie is called Robocop, and it's about a robot cop. That's the whole thing. The whole movie is that, right? It's a terrible premise. But he made it hilarious and funny, and it's not. Robocop's not like
funny. It's pretty serious, isn't it?
Robocop? No, you gotta go back and watch it. It's actually really fun.
Apparently.
It's like
it was violent
it's
as hell.
both. It's super violent, yeah, but that's part of the humor as well. It's like that one guy who explodes into a million pieces after he gets dipped in a vat of acid.
Yeah, he had to go. He was a bad guy.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like, and same with Starship Troopers too. It's like extremely like ridiculously over the top, gory, violent, but it's also hilarious. But anyway, like so he treated the script and the source well. Whereas the new movie was like, yeah, RoboCop is cool, and they tried to make a robot cop cool, and it's just like, that's not what RoboCop is. This is not what RoboCop is. You could see it if you go watch RoboCop 3. They tried to do the same thing, and that was with not Paul Verhoeven. I think RoboCop 2 was also not Paul Verhoeven. It was also pretty bad.
RoboCop 2.
Yeah, RoboCop 2. Yeah. When you try to make that premise badass, it's just not gonna happen. It's called RoboCop. I mean, come on. That's like almost as bad as those B movies on the Sci-Fi Network in the like 90s.
Well,
like
he was still
Killer
a human,
Scorpion
though.
from the past.
Even though he was an android, he wasn't entirely a robot.
Yeah, that's true.
He had like his gross, creepy face stretched over a bunch of circuit boards.
Yeah. They could have done that, yeah.
I was very creeped out by that whole scene where they were like putting him together and they show his face and it's like all messed up.
There's a bunch of really creepy shit in RoboCop, actually. Like the way that he even like kind of dies is also really fucked up.
Spoilers.
I think I was too young to actually have watched that the first time I watched it, because it's a pretty nasty movie.
It is super gory, yeah. I watched it way too early in my life as well. Like, it is like absurdly gory, that movie. I'd buy that for $1. I love it. It's a wonderful movie. Really good. So Starship Troopers. If you guys have never seen either of those movies, by the way, down in the comments, go do it. They're wonderful.
I'm not going to do it.
Starship Troopers is kind of an acquired taste. I don't think everybody likes it. I personally like it, but I think it's a lot to do with the framing of it and how they kind of put it together as like a military propaganda tape.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, the interrogative scenes were kind of like spent to sort of put you into the mind of like, oh, you want to enlist in the army and shoot cool stuff? Well, here you go. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, let's follow these guys around for a while.
I should also mention that if you are a fan of the book, then you probably shouldn't watch Starship Troopers under the guise of thinking that it's an adaptation, because it's like, I think almost nothing in the movie has to do with the book, except for like the main characters and the fact that they're Marines.
Is Michael Ironside in the book?
I wish. He's amazing in that movie. He's such a badass.
I know. I think he's the character that made the movie cool.
Yeah. No, totally. I completely agree. Because like Rico is kind of like lame.
Yeah, he's pretty lame. He's just boring vanilla pudding man.
Yeah, he's like pretty much Luke Skywalker. Like that's just who he is.
He's slightly less boring than Luke Skywalker, in my opinion.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he does bang.
He at least has like a romantic interest. Luke Skywalker's just like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or care about anything.
I hate saving the universe. This is so lame.
Oh, my hand!
Excuse me, princess. That's basically what they should have just replaced all his lines with that. That's what Luke Skywalker was.
I think the first scene, if they redo it, it should just be Han Solo punching the shit out of Luke Skywalker and then just never see him again.
Punching him to death, and that's the end. Yeah, and then no, we don't see either Han Solo or Luke Skywalker. That's it. That's just how the movie opens.
It's really weird that they're making a new Star Wars. That seems. I keep forgetting that that's the thing.
I want a Quentin Tarantino Star Wars. Would be so good.
That would be cool. But I have really high hopes for it, and maybe that's a terrible idea.
You do know that that's the worst idea you could have.
Probably the worst idea.
It's being directed by J.J. Abrams. They're saying all the right things. They're doing the script properly.
There are no right things.
There are practical special effects. They're relying mostly on practical special effects and not like CG. and it's like George Lucas is not even a fucking part of it. Like I think he has a restraining order on the franchise now. Like he can't be within 50 miles of the shoot. So like
I feel like you absolutely have to go in expecting it to be awful no matter what.
yes, I think yeah, you do.
I don't think there's a story to be told about that anymore. That's all I like. I don't care what
what's
they
gonna
do.
happen. Who's gonna be the bad guy?
Well, I could tell you because
Who's gonna
there's
be
a
the
whole
bad guy?
extended universe for. Although I do remember hearing that Star Wars fans were real pissed off because there's been an extended universe that had been built up over the course of 30 years since the first movie came out, and George Lucas gave like a sweeping approval to all the extended universe stuff that like yeah, this is all canon, like this is all like
he Metroid Other M'd it, that motherfucker.
Oh my God.
and then
Don't-
but now they're saying that when they come out with this new movie that all of that other shit, all the extended universe is bullshit. Like it's not real. Like it's no longer canon, which is like, so like the Knights of the Old
can you
Republic.
do that to Metroid too?
Can we? Oh my God, can we?
Yeah, you might as well. Like they
Please.
probably will.
They should kickstart that concept. If we can get together $100,000, we will make this no longer canon. Like they don't have to do anything except for say it's done.
There's some cool stuff in the extended universe though of Star Wars. There's some stuff that gets like really weird. Like there's this race called the Yuzan Vong, I think, and like this takes place like
Like a sex toy.
100 or 200 years after the events of the Star Wars movies, and it's with like Luke and like Luke's kids and
Luke at
Han and
Skywalker.
Leia's kids and stuff. And then these Yuzan Vong guys come from like another galaxy, and they can't actually be affected by the Force, and that like makes it all crazy and weird, and that's very
That's
strange.
the issue with Star Wars, that it's so, I guess it's a blessing and a curse, because it's like your story could have anything next to like just magic. It's like
What is magic?
literally, yeah, I guess, but it's like literally everything. The whole universe could have anything.
When
and you don't
magic's
have
in
to
play, there's
explain
no
any of
such
it.
thing as a story anymore, in my opinion. You can just change the story out of nowhere if you feel like it.
Yeah, if you do it poorly, yeah, definitely. But I don't think the Star Wars movies did too many like Deus Ex Machina type stuff.
But I don't trust that they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Like, J.J. Abrams made a really good Star Trek movie. The second one, not good, but the first one was really good. So, you know,
Yeah, I liked it. It was fine, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean I trust him on anything else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know, man. And John
like-
Williams is back. He's doing the score again. Like
John
they're doing-
Williams has never steered me wrong.
Yeah,
but John
exactly.
Williams also doesn't have to do anything to do with Star Wars, and I'd still like him.
That's true. Well, I mean, he did like make all of the epic music of the
I
Star
know.
Wars franchise. Yeah,
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
part of this conversation.
No, I know. I'm just saying that like all of the things are in place for this to be good,
Okay.
but I'm going in hesitantly.
You said you didn't feel that way a second ago. You said you were totally
Well,
psyched.
I'm going in hesitantly, but I think it could be good.
You need to put on 3 brain condoms for this one.
It could be good. And imagine if it is though. Like that's the part that
I
you
wouldn't
really
be able to understand what that means if it is, honestly. I don't know what good would even be with this movie. It's just gonna be bad, in my opinion. I can't even process it.
It would be weird if it was good.
I'm not gonna be mad if it's good, but I'm just.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it immediately then become differentiated from the rest of the series, and we go, okay, it's the new version now. We're in the new generation of Star Wars.
I mean, the old trilogy is still like really good.
I disagree.
I don't want to go down that road again.
Oh, you guys don't like the old Star Wars trilogy?
I'm
I
not a
don't
huge
like
fan.
any of the Star Wars.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're
I
the
feel
only
like
two
it's-
in the world, apparently.
I feel like it's real average, all of it.
Well, yeah.
It's a little boring.
Also, the Beatles suck, and I hate light and happiness and fluffy cats, and I hate everyone.
No, I mean, I could understand that because like Star Wars changed how cinema worked from like that point on. So like without that perspective, it could totally look like completely and utterly boring to, what you're used to in modern movies. But you also have to appreciate that Star Wars kind of changed cinema by doing what it did.
Well, so
as
there's
well.
two perspectives then, depending on the context, whether or not you appreciate film as its own entity and whether or not you appreciate this film. And I'm not necessarily engaged in the world of film enough to see the bigger picture. Like, I get how this maps to other industries. Like in art, there's obviously, pieces like Jackson Pollock paintings that are just a bunch of crap thrown on a wall. And if you have no idea the context, you obviously don't give a shit about that because it doesn't mean anything to you.
Right.
And that's kind of where I'm at with Star Wars. I mean, I appreciate that other people appreciate it, but I don't see the vision the same way that everyone else does. I think it's an okay story that's kind of boring to me. That's it.
Well, the story is kind of whack, but yeah, go on.
We're gonna talk sequels. Like I'm gonna slightly segue to a different movie here. I've been waiting patiently for I think 5 or 6 years now for my District 9 sequel.
You like that one?
It is one of my favorite movies.
Man,
Oh,
everything
You
we're
don't like
talking about, I can't get into it. No.
I mean that movie to me was like one of the best sci-fi movies that's been in theaters for
So
quite
much
a while.
shaky cam though.
Well,
Yeah.
it's sort of it's half found footage, half not kind of thing. So I think it's probably trying to keep up that idea, but the cliffhangered so hard at the end. That whole movie is an introduction to the human-alien interactions in that universe. Like the whole you understand the whole idea is that the fucking aliens were it's a work ship. It was a bunch of worker aliens who were stupid and uneducated and.
Well,
Chris,
that movie actually. You know how I in a Magic episode like 20 episodes ago, I bashed Elysium because it was like, hey, we're gonna talk about immigration by literally talking about immigration.
They're illegal aliens.
Yeah, right. I think District 9 does a really good job of talking about immigration while doing it in the way that you're supposed to do it in a sci-fi movie, which is not actually talk about it. Like you are talking about it, but yes, exactly. Whereas Elysium was like, yeah, the white people are leaving the Mexicans down on the planet. Like that is literally the story, and it's like, all right, well, I mean, I'm
like
not
Avatar.
that dumb. Yeah, right. Like guys, I'm not that dumb. Like I can figure it out if you're kind of talking about immigration. You don't have to be straight up like it's a bunch of white people fucking with Mexicans. Like I get it.
Right.
So.
Well, the idea to me is that the whole humans meeting aliens for the first time concept is just when's the last movie we had that showed that good? Can you even recall one?
Well, by the way.
What?
That showed that well.
Fuck you.
I don't know that that's necessarily a thing I need to check off on my checklist, that I need good movies about meeting aliens every so often.
I want one, and I feel like District 10 or whatever is gonna be that movie because spoilers, by the way, for a 5-year-old movie. I'd recommend you
Godzilla.
This movie, you go watch it. Godzilla. But the protagonist Christopher leaves at the end and promises to come back. And if he comes back, he's going to bring actual educated aliens. The actual smart ones, and we're gonna have a whole diplomatic. We don't know. It could be diplomatic. It could be military clash.
Godzilla's an alien, right?
I don't know.
No, he's not an alien.
But it could be such a good movie.
Is Mothra an alien?
Mothra also is not an alien.
Which one are aliens in Godzilla?
King Ghidorah is an alien. Gigan is an alien.
This is bullshit. Why is it the only movie I can talk about you guys fucking make jokes about? It's bullshit. I'm not talking about movies anymore. Fuck you.
Megalon is an alien. I think Megalon is an alien. I'm pretty sure Megalon is an alien.
Let's talk about Star Wars more, you asshole.
Space Godzilla, he's an alien. In some stories, Mechagodzilla is an alien.
Why isn't Godzilla an alien?
Because he's just a lizard that was subject to radioactivity.
What about those weird eggs that turned out in the new movie? Those were aliens, right?
The Mutos, no, those weren't aliens either.
Oh my god, why isn't anything an alien?
King Ghidorah's an alien. King Ghidorah's badass.
He wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, I know. I actually really hope that if they make a second movie, it's going to be King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah's basically like...
Let's talk about Godzilla too. Yeah, that's fucking going to be great.
I do really like District 9. I thought District 9 was really good. I just want to see more of what that director does. I don't think it necessarily needs to be in the District 9 universe. Because if you remember, that director, I forget his name.
Halo.
Yeah, he was gonna make the Halo movie. And then
that wasn't a Peter Jackson jam.
No, he
produced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave money to Neil because Neil made the little short, the District 9 short. movie.
The short was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
I think the movie showed more. I think the short showed his technical prowess, while the movie showed his artistic prowess. I think.
Well, the thing about the movie too that was amazing was that it was really cheap. It was a really cheap movie. It did not cost. I think it was only like 10 million budget or something.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really well made.
I think
would
back
love to
on it,
see
I
this
can't
like this.
remember any specific part of the movie other than there's running and shooting and like brown everywhere.
Well, the movie isn't really about that, though. Like, that happens, but it's not really about that, really? It's
There's like
more...
a guy and an alien, right? That's like...
Well, yeah, but it's more
But he
about,
is
like,
the
the
alien
nature
or
of
something.
racism, which is also why it takes place in South Africa, you know, because of the whole apartheid thing.
Yeah.
And, like, it has to do with, like, racism or, like, judging all things based on one thing kind of thing. So it's more about that. Like, shooting and stuff happens
Oh.
in the movie.
I remember now. When I saw that movie, I was thinking, hey, this is basically just the introduction of Half-Life 2, so I've seen this already.
Yeah, kind of.
Copley does such a good job in it though, acting. It's like his first big movie too, and he like almost gives an Oscar-worthy performance. Like he was, I think, probably.
Wow. I'm so shocked to hear so many positive things about this movie.
The movie
I thought
got
just, like,
nominated. It was
just
nominated
okay.
for Best Picture, which is huge for a sci-fi movie. Sci-fi movies don't get nominated for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
But was it
is
because of the
definitely-
picture or because of the climate that the picture came out in?
No, not really.
It was up against Avatar and The Hurt Locker at the time, so it was.
Oh,
it was
both
never gonna
movies I
win.
think I like better, actually.
Well, yeah, Hurt Locker won.
Hurt Locker was
Oh, you
really
like
good.
Avatar better than District 9?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's. I like. I mean, I'll say I like Avatar, but come on, man.
I don't like Avatar.
Yeah, we can be the three
No,
roads
it's
here.
it's really easy to see because like Avatar is just beautiful, whereas
Yeah.
that movie was just brown and didn't really interest me. Avatar didn't really interest me either, but at least it was pretty, so I could kind of just like look at it for a while.
It was pretty, but there was no substance to that movie. Like,
Yeah.
there was nothing going on. That was like the most empty-headed movie.
Yeah, it was super
that I've
empty-headed.
seen.
I agree.
I actually think that is like that's great that they both came out in the same year because they're the perfect example of like how not to do sci-fi versus how to do sci-fi. Like those are the two. Now I'm giving Avatar too much shit. It actually does some good things because they both actually
I
fundamentally
think
talk
it's
about the same thing.
I
But
think it's an okay movie. I'd even go to call it good
okay,
just
yeah.
because of how good the effects are and how beautiful it is. Because I mean, for what it was trying to
really
do,
pretty, too.
yeah, it did it well.
And I feel like I'm being really surface here in saying that, but like since I just didn't receive much of anything out of the story in District 9, it just felt really trite to me. So like Avatar, well, it was equally trite, at least was pretty. And since I didn't really care about the effects in District 9, it's like it was one
Yeah.
versus another. I like the shiny neon things, and that's kind of the end.
Yeah, I think the thing with District 9 that really holds it back as a film for most people is that it uses a storytelling style that is like generally kind of not necessarily like it kind of just hard to follow or ugly, which is the like found footagey kind of thing. And I think if they didn't tell the story in that way, then it would have served the movie more. But that is like that kind of objection to the filmmaking process is like that's completely subjective. Like that's just me. My preferred directorial style does not really fall under found footage, whereas his perhaps is like maybe he really likes that. Because it does give you that semblance of realism, and the idea is that it was supposed to be like like a documentary sort of, but it's supposed to be a believable world and stuff. But I just
Who was filming it? Wasn't it just him?
No, I think doesn't he have like a film crew in the movie or something? Like I don't remember exactly what happens. It's not all found footage. Is the weird
Yeah,
thing?
it's-
Is that
what did
like
you ask?
So blurry to me.
Sorry, I was
About-
reading.
the found footage aspect of District 9?
Before that, you asked a question.
I said who was filming it in the movie?
Oh yeah, no, it was like security cameras mostly, and then there was just some guy who was documenting for like the first half,
Right.
the guy's first like trip through sending out eviction notices and things. But after that, it became fully security cameras and then normal movie.
So did people like it a lot because it was just a non-traditional way to tell a story, not because of the actual story?
No,
it was,
not at all.
awesome.
I liked it in spite of the way that they told the story through found footage.
Mm.
Like, because I don't like found footage, really. Like, generally, it's just done poorly. I wouldn't say that that movie did it poorly, but I think that in general, it's just a really boring way to tell the story. Because essentially, what you're doing when you do found footage is you're saying, let's fundamentally throw out cinematography, which has been a staple of modern cinema for like 100 years, right? Like, and now I think good found footage movies use the found footage to create good and interesting cinematography, but it's like you're struggling against the style. You're struggling against the style to provide that good.
Well, it's a novelty, though. It shouldn't be a film genre. It should be a novelty that crops up every now and then.
Which it is, though. Like it is.
In that movie, it's only like the first less than 30 minutes that are found footage.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was thinking about, didn't it come out right after Cloverfield, though? Because I actually like Cloverfield.
I like Cloverfield a lot, too. I think it was like 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years, really? Man, I have terrible memory.
Yeah.
I don't. Cloverfield's pretty old.
It was a couple of years again after.
I'm really bummed out.
Cloverfield is J.J. Abrams, by the way. So there you go.
Excellent. I don't know. I didn't say I didn't like him. I'm really bummed though, because I'm just reading this article, and it sounds like the reason there's no District 9 sequel is because the guy who directs it is saying that he'd rather do a bunch of other stuff because he doesn't like series. And he doesn't want to do a series because he doesn't want to miss out and die before he can do other movies that he has ideas for.
Oh, I totally appreciate
fair
that.
point, actually.
I respect that, but it's like, come on, man. You did that with Elysium. Didn't work out very well.
The thing is, when you make a movie that is based on a philosophical premise like that movie is, like, it's hard to make a sequel that isn't. Because, like, generally when you make a sequel, you can't make it about the same thing, right?
No, it's going to be a big jump, yeah. Like, I think the best route, he said there's many different stories that he could tell with it, and apparently he says he has an 18-page treatment for it already written. But the idea behind it is that, like, yeah, I mean, you have, like I said, either diplomatic or military, like, the first contact, basically. Real first contact, not a bunch of worker aliens who show up on a planet and don't have much intelligence around them.
Maybe the second one could talk about occupation or something. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know. It gets weird when you do stuff like that. Like The Thing, for instance. The Thing is just all about communism, right? And it's weird to make anything else in that universe. And they did make that one movie with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I saw it and it was all right. Like, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't about anything, really. And that's sort of like, that's what made The Thing a good movie, is because it was about something, and like all of the movie was about that thing. And it's hard to make sequels to sci-fi movies, especially when they're like, a peek into a universe that exists, You
need a very specific drive to be able to carry it.
Yeah, right.
And that drive often goes stale by the second movie. So then you end up in the position where, what am I going to do? Reinvent the whole thing? Then what's the point? Is it still the same theme? Is this worth doing?
Right. Yeah, because that's the thing. Is like, if you make a second movie about District 9, you can't really make it about immigration. Even though the world has been framed in such a way to talk about immigration and racism, like, making a second movie about it would just kind of be redundant, right? Because you already did it in the first movie. Like, what's the point of making it in the second movie? And then you kind of turn into which is a totally possible and totally viable and relevant thing, which is like, just make it into an action movie and say, fuck, whatever.
Look at the Hunger Games.
Yeah, I never really read the books or anything, but...
No, I haven't either, but like, just look at the way the movies are. They kind of open up each time.
Right, yeah. Well, I think a good example, too, is like Alien 1 and Alien 2, or like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, whereas like the first entries in those series are like about things, and they are horror movies, whereas the second movies, well, the second movie of Terminator is like about things, but the second movie of Aliens is like, this was an action movie pretty much, like, and that's cool, like, that's totally valid. That's totally fine.
And it was a competent action movie too.
Oh, totally. It was great. It was really good.
But it still had horror in it. It's an action horror movie.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, and Terminator 2 in a similar fashion is just sort of like, it's kind of just an action movie.
It's actually like an action comedy if you think about it.
Terminator 2?
Terminator 2 has some real dark comedy in it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I can see that. Quentin Tarantino says that like he doesn't really like movies having genres,
Right.
but also that he considers all of his movies comedies. Like if he had to make
I would
a
not
genre
believe
out
that
of
for a second. Actually, that's very him to say.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of humor in all of his movies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they are really funny. I don't think that's like the main drive of any of the films is humor.
Sometimes
but
it's a little disruptive at times. Like when in From Dusk Till Dawn, it has such a freaking crazy snap, like whiplash sense to the genre conventions.
yeah.
You know, it starts out as like a suspense thriller thing, and then ends up this weird campy horror movie, which he made it work, of course, but I don't know, it felt a little bizarre to me.
I would have been interested to see what he would have done with it if he had directed that.
Mhm.
I think it was directed really well because it was done by Robert Rodriguez, who was like his longtime friend. But I would have been interested to see how he would have directed that film.
I wanted
also
to
would've-
see the first part of the movie continue thematically throughout.
That would
would've
be
been
interesting
interesting.
too. But I mean, the characters were set up to be vampire killers because they're based on the characters in the Lost Boys. You ever see the Lost Boys
No,
from the
I
80s
haven't.
with Kiefer Sutherland?
No.
Well, they're based on the characters who were like the vampire killers in the Lost Boys, and so like they were always set up to be vampire killers. It's just that like, you know, if you're not Quentin Tarantino, you didn't know that until halfway through the movie, you know. So
Yeah, okay. Well, so why spend so much time on the characterization at the beginning, though?
I think it still drives like who they are throughout the rest of the crisis that occurs, you know. But
I
yeah.
guess, yeah.
I think it's one of those movies where Quentin Tarantino likes just fucking around with traditional conventions of things, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's just one of those like, yeah, I could make this movie, but fuck it, I'm gonna make it awesome.
I would
And
have
that's-
loved to see if they did like a Grindhouse presentation, like where they did the one where they turn right and they go to the bar with the vampires, and the one where they turn left and they don't go there, and then
Right.
other shit happens, and then you watch those two movies back to back,
That'd be interesting.
and
Yeah,
then
like
one
a
of them would be
Choose Your Own
done by
Adventure.
Rodriguez and the other one be by Tarantino, so that would be
That
pretty
would
much
be
perfect.
interesting. Yeah. Death Proof was actually really good.
Oh, I
Planet
know.
Terror was kind of whack, though.
I love Death Proof. Yeah, same. I agree.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Like- Yeah, Death Proof was actually really good. I think that's an underappreciated Tarantino movie. Because that one is an exploitation movie. Like that, he pretty much hit the nail on the head as to what an exploitation movie was. Whereas Robert Rodriguez, like it was kind of, but not really. It was just sort of like an excuse to make a ridiculously gory zombie movie.
Yeah.
Although I do love quoting it, because I just quote what's his face.
Fucking Bruce Willis with his collection of
Brolin.
balls in a jar. Like, come on, man.
or Josh Brolin, where he's like, "I'm gonna eat your brains and take your knowledge."
Oh, that's where you got that from?
Yeah, it's
You've
from
been
Planet
saying
Terror.
that incessantly lately.
Yeah, well, because in Shadow of Mordor, you can eat people's brains
I
and
know.
take their knowledge. So you know,
I
Like
just
you
thought
eat
that
their
was a
brains,
Robism.
Oh no, you eat their brains and you take their knowledge.
Do you eat their brains?
Yeah,
I'm
take their
gonna eat
knowledge.
your brains and take your knowledge. It's so good. Yeah, it's great.
I don't think that works that way.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. You know, I haven't seen it in a while. A Coen Brothers movie. They need to make another movie.
I don't think the first part of that sentence were words. Rob Brolin. Right?
There was at least 3 or 4 words in there that never happened.
Yeah, that's fair. But you know, Coen Brothers.
Rob, could you go into editing and just play the beginning of that sentence like 3 times in a row? I just want to hear that.
Yeah,
Were you going to make a point about the Coen brothers then, how they need to make movies again?
they need to make another movie. Yeah, that's all they got to do.
No, I think
Apparently
he was saying that he was
Fargo
going
show is
to the Coen brothers. So
good. I'm told that Fargo show is actually good, which is confusing because it's like, why would that be good? That doesn't make any sense. It would only make sense if it was bad. But apparently it's good. Also, I watched the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show that they made. That
Wait,
show
seriously?
is
That's a thing?
awful. Yep. No, that's a real thing.
How? What is there to make a movie about or show
It's-
about?
I don't know. Nothing. It's really awful.
Nothing. That's the
It's
answer.
it's like it's terrible. Like it's weird because they recreate the first scene from Dusk Till Dawn, which is I think iconic in a way.
Yeah.
And it's a really good scene, and they recreate it which is at first just a fucking awful idea, because I mean, come on, you're really like, if you're gonna make a derivative work based in a universe from a brilliant director and writer, then maybe don't try to recreate one of the most brilliant scenes in, if not the most brilliant scene in the. Yeah, exactly. Like don't start out by doing that, because that's fucking stupid. And it's bad. It's really bad.
They trip over their nuts and fall flat on their face, basically.
Yeah, it's really awful. They miss all of the suspenseful points of that scene and what makes it good, and it's awful. And I don't think I could get through the first episode. I think I might have watched the whole thing, but I don't know.
The Rob reviews. I might have watched the whole thing. I don't know.
I don't remember, because I remember it being so bad that it's just like, I can't do this. And also the guy that they got to play Quentin Tarantino's part was just really bad. Which is weird, because Quentin Tarantino's like a terrible actor, but he's really good in that movie.
I don't get what there is to tell after they show that first scene.
I don't either.
We got that part. We watched the movie, and that was the end.
Or
they added a new character who was, so you know how that one cop that gets killed in the first scene of the movie, who is like the cop that's in like every Quentin Tarantino movie, who just keeps dying. But anyway, that guy, he has a partner, and I don't think he actually dies in the show. By the way, I'm spoiling the show, or at least the first episode of the show. Don't fucking watch it. Don't do it. But anyway.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say, but if you want to watch it, then go watch it first. But no, the opposite. Just don't watch it.
Just don't do it.
I'm going to spoil it now.
Yeah, I'm going to spoil it. Don't watch it. It's terrible. But anyway, so I think he doesn't die, but they also added in like plucky, loose cannon, young gun cop as well to be the protagonist of the movie. And like, I think... not Gordon, whatever the name of the brothers are, those are like the antagonists, and
the antagonists, the fucking vampires.
And it follows the cop, and I don't know, man. It's just a fucking awful idea.
Is it just a shootout TV show? Like they go and they get their weapons and they shoot vampires for every episode?
I have no idea. Oh, and I think that's the other thing, is that like, because it's a TV show, they can't like go 7 episodes in like the movie would have. Like you can't go 7 episodes in and then suddenly be like, oh, the show's actually about vampires. So I think in the first episode they even like allude to like there are vampires in the world, and it's like, oh god, it's just a fucking awful idea.
So the payoff will be the end of the movie we could have seen 20 years ago.
Exactly. That is exponentially. Well, maybe expansion is not a good word, but like ridiculously better than anything that show could possibly be.
Wow, so, really makes me want to go watch that.
I think it's a Netflix original series, which is kind of sad.
Netflix, come on, guys.
You're doing so well. Yeah, Orange is the New Black. That's a good show.
Fucking House of Cards is brilliant. I think one of the greatest shows ever, actually. But yeah, that one.
You should stop making houses out of cards. Probably why they're falling over.
Oh, what was the other? Oh, well, yeah, Gotham. Gotham's really bad too.
Gotham's not Netflix, right?
No, that's not Netflix.
It's on Fox, right?
Yeah. It's a network.
I heard it was super average. Drama.
It's not average. It's bad.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
But again, I'm judging the entire series based on one episode, so I should watch more. But that one episode was really bad. So
when you think about TV shows, do you kind of look at them like, this has a 95% chance of being terrible, and I'll only watch a show if I get a lot of good reviews from everyone I talk to? Because that's kind of where I'm at.
They go up to TV shows and go, is this Game of Thrones? And then that answer leads to whether or not
you should watch more. Like, long form narrative has exploded in the past, like basically since Breaking Bad. Like that. I mean, that's not fair. I think basically since The Sopranos, but it's been a slow roll since The Sopranos, and then Breaking Bad heralded in the explosion of like really good long form narrative. So you should watch more TV shows. There's a bunch of really good ones. Like actually one that I've watched 3 episodes of that is really good, and I want to go back and watch more is Penny Dreadful, which is on Showtime, and
never heard of that.
Yeah, I hadn't really heard of it either, but I'm subscribed to r/television, and sometimes they're like, hey, what are, like, I think they do a thread every week where they're like, hey, what's a show that I've never heard of that is actually really good? And one of the most
Have you ever
upvoted
heard
ones-
of Breaking Bad? I hear it's underground.
Yeah, it's underground.
I'm very rarely actually interested in things that people recommend to me after I watch the first one. Utopia was one of the very few exceptions that I actually wanted to watch the rest of it.
You know what? They canceled Utopia, Nick.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that. That show's brilliant.
Why?
Really good. I don't know. It's really out there. I can see why people wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes really out there is the thing that makes it have cult status, and then it actually becomes outside of the realm of time, and then it gets even bigger and better later on.
I'm 100% sure that Utopia will be one of those cult classic shows that people are going to be pining for the third season for like 20 years from now. I would in no way be surprised by that.
And by the way, we're not talking about the Fox show where they get like a bunch of people from various walks of life and put them in a field and tell them to make a new society. We're talking about another thing, because that's what I thought at the first time Rob told me to watch it. It's a whole different show. It's like a BBC thing.
Yeah, it's actually not. It's a Channel 4 thing.
Yeah,
But it's
if you could-
whatever.
British
you-
thing. So.
It's a British thing.
That
Yeah,
show that you're
basically.
talking about, the one where they like, I forget. I mean, I might be thinking of a different show, but it was they put a bunch of people and like pretend there was this huge disaster and everyone's dead, and there's like lone survivors, and it's all.
Oh yeah, I watched like one episode of that. It was awful.
Yeah, it was bad because that scenario will never work because it's always fake, right?
If
could
you don't have
actually-
actual life or death, like none of it matters.
Yeah, if you could actually simulate that realistic scenario, that would be such a cool show to watch.
Yeah, but they're not. They
They can't do that. No, I'm
And
not
then,
saying it's
well, yeah, that's the
impossible.
same thing with like Survivor. Like like when I went in to watch Survivor years ago, I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna watch people try to survive on a fucking deserted island. But it's not that. They're just like hanging out on beaches and like playing kids games. Like what does that have to do with surviving? Like, oh, you have to stand
That's what
on this
Jeff Probst
rock
says.
with one leg for an hour. That's what real survivors do, is they stand on one leg for an hour.
They have to make puzzles with sliding tiles, Rob. It's not simple like you think.
I liked the first season of Survivor.
I actually still watch it, even though I kind of don't like it anyway.
Really?
I always
It's
watch
like-
like,
I heard it-
3
I heard
But it
episodes.
seems like it's just that John Blow game, that new John Blow game. That's what Survivor
Is
is.
that supposed to come
We
out? Like,
still don't know what that
wasn't
game
that,
is about,
like-
really.
wasn't that like
I
2 E3s ago or something?
It's been around for
probably.
like 5 years now, The Witness.
I think that's one of those. I think John Blow and Peter Molyneux in general are very similar, but I think that is going to be a Molyneux.
Like, make game, please.
Don't
I don't think
compare
it's gonna
those
be
two
Phil
people.
Fish.
John
Yeah.
Blow has not given us nearly as many opportunities to say fucked up.
Yeah.
Peter Molyneux does it like annually.
I think. Well, yeah, but but Peter Molyneux, I think, and John Blow are very similar game designers in that, like,
It's cube.
they have
It's
extremely.
open.
they
Oh,
have these
fuck
like
that.
really ambitious ideas that also
And you can buy
like,
things
don't
to make you
necessarily
open it faster.
translate into a practical thing.
and
you
if
know?
you get middle,
I don't like when you try to take a pretentious idea and then mask it in consumerism. Like,
Yeah.
the cube thing is the most
this-
ridiculous bullshit.
I feel like
Yeah.
we've talked about this before. What was in the middle of the cube? Did anyone ever find
It
out?
was a reward that lets you be a part or he got a revenue share of his next game.
Oh.
So it was like a bunch of money, basically.
okay. It's money. Everyone assumed it was money. I was pretty sure it was money, but
Well,
hoping.
it was a job technically, but it's mostly just money.
All right.
That's weird.
Like if it would have something.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. The game didn't even fucking work. I downloaded it. It didn't even work. You couldn't even.
Really?
open-
It worked for me, but it just was so slow and laggy. But I had an old phone too, so
There were a lot of penises.
Really?
yeah. People would they'd carve dicks into the surface of the cube.
It's like nothing but penises.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I'm not at all surprised by that.
I feel like if
Uh,
you have any sort of anything where you can do anything and there's an
People are-
option to
Are
do
you
a dick,
surprised by this?
Yeah, people are just gonna make dicks, yeah.
you can make
Yeah.
dicks.
When you really think about that idea, was it that original?
no.
If it had happened 10 years ago, yes, but not now.
It's not even if it happened 10 years ago, it's just a Peter Molyneuxism. I think he's just like is given the like freedom in the indie game scene to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna make whatever I want to make, which is this you fucking mine a
You
cube.
can play with little boy. It plays with you.
The thing is, like, I have
So
ideas like he does all the time. I just don't have the ability to act on them, which is probably for the best, I guess, now that I think about it.
Yeah, he does. And
Maybe
he
I'd be
does it.
embarrassing myself left and right if I did. Who knows?
Yeah, he does the he does those ideas regularly.
Is he even British?
Well, it's weird though because like
accent,
no, he's British. Yeah,
He's British.
the thing is though, like for the most part, he makes games that are consumer friendly, like usually like Fable, right? And
Fable
that's
2
not,
was
like,
real fun. Fable 3 was awful.
yeah, or even Populous. Like Populous is like a it's
That
not
game wasn't consumer friendly.
no, but at the same time, it's not mine a fucking cube to discover the hidden secrets of love and life.
Well,
you know, I mean, like
Microsoft
like,
got
Peter
to it.
Molyneux needs to make a Legends of the Hidden Temple game. That'd be and make it connect
That'd be
compatible. The
Will
Oculus
Wright
Rift.
needs to make it.
Oh my God! Why is no one making an Oculus Rift Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Why does no one have the Oculus Rift of that cube game with Peter Molyneux?
And instead of
You
a
could
cube,
break
it's
the
just Peter
cube.
Molyneux's head, and you got to carve away. And
can we
Inside
partially
the cube.
can we talk about just for 1 second that I saw this weekend on Twitch that there is a Citizen Con, which is a convention for Star Citizen,
Fuck
which
yeah, man!
is not even out. It's nowhere even near out. There's a convention for Star Citizen, and they showed a gameplay demo, and I watched it.
Don't sound so salty, Rob.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you saw the gameplay demo, but it is super not finished at all. And this
Rob.
game has like
You can be a citizen of the stars.
that game has like what, like $200 million or something, like pumped into
Rob.
its asshole, and it is nowhere near complete.
It doesn't matter if it's complete. I'm gonna make $10 million by selling Star Citizens. YouTube.com/Star Citizens.
Do you have that YouTube?
I got that YouTube.
You got the. You're right. You did.
I have it, and I made a banner for it. And one YouTuber out there is gonna be like, "This is the way I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the internet, and I'm gonna make a Star Citizen fucking YouTube channel, and I'm gonna get all the subscribers. And how do I do it? Well, yeah, you need to pick a good URL, right? Here's a good one. Oh, it's already taken. What am I gonna do? Maybe I can email the guy that has it and buy it from him.
The people who made the game are gonna buy it right from you. They're gonna buy it.
They have all the money. Let them.
You should. You know
I
what
like
you
how
should do, Nick? Is you should let me be your manager.
I like how
I'll take 10%
Star
of
Citizen.
purchase.
You want to be
always,
my manager?
Yeah.
It always appears in your Steam library, where you have it or not.
Well,
What,
here's
Star
the deal.
Citizen?
If you guys want to both individually make a bunch of content about Star Citizen, I'd be happy to host it on my channel, and I'll give you 10% of what those videos make.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That sounds pretty
So
good,
I just
yeah.
started a YouTube network actually just now.
There you go. Yeah, you're basically maker.
You can actually do all the work, and I'll just give you 10% of what you would have had.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
You could, you could call it youtube.com/Polaris at that
Become
point.
a citizen today, guys.
Become a Star Citizen.
Honestly, go fucking subscribe to that so I can get more money when I sell it. The reason I make all these jokes, by the way, if you in the viewership are not in on this, is because it's so transparently been adopted as the next big YouTube thing at this point that I just find it hilarious because I don't give a shit about that game, nor do I care. But I just think it's funny to kind of like dip your toe into the cynical world of consumerism in YouTube, and it's a parody of itself. That's all.
I don't know. I think that if that game can deliver upon its promise, it will be incredible. Now that was me, the idealistic Rob. The practical Rob will tell you no game has ever completely delivered on its promise. Never. Especially the ones that are extremely ridiculously ambitious, like Star Citizen.
And what does Dog Rob think about all of this?
Dog Rob thinks.
Was that Zoidberg there?
Yeah, I am Zoid Dog. I don't know if you guys.
Whatever you think about Star Wars and its future, think those same things about Star Citizen, and I think you'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
We've made a game that will deliver on the promises.
You became Peter Dinklage for a second.
I did.
You did a little dinkle. You dinkled all over.
you did the Dinklage.
You did a dinkle bot, Dinkle Destiny.
That's the best about his
Duck
character.
Destiny. When does Duck Destiny come out, and when can I buy it?
Hopefully soon. We're actually
We've
at an
made a game Duck Destiny. Your destiny for ducks. It's Duck Destiny. You can play as a duck, and you have a destiny. And you can play it.
Like a Peter Molyneux game. Imagine it like it's like the Driver San Francisco, where you can like jump in and out of any
other
duck.
ducks.
Yeah, like
across
any duck
one
in the
massive
world.
pond.
Like it's like a huge open world that is the entire Earth, but you can only play as ducks.
And
Wasn't
you
there
can
a
only
game that you
explore
could play
ponds.
as like birds? What was that bird game I think we saw? Like, what was it 2 years ago, Rob? Where it was just a game about
What?
being a bird, and then suddenly the birds were like fighter jets or something, and they were like shooting
Excuse me?
stuff. Do you remember that, Rob?
I thought you were
I think
talking
you
about
said that
Tokyo
to me.
Jungle at first,
Oh,
but that's
yeah!
You remember that game?
I do remember that. Yeah, I should look into that because that seemed fucking awesome.
It was so silly though.
Yeah, that was the best part. Is that like the whole game was just you're a bird, but you could also
And
shoot
you're
lasers.
fighting. Yeah.
It's like a laser bird game. Like that
It was
seemed amazing.
multiplayer. It was
Oh,
really
dude,
funny.
I'm gonna Google laser bird because that game
Google
was
laser
bad.
bird.
Oh my god, laser
Who's
bird.
a laser bird?
Laser bird game. All right, laser. No, there's apparently Angry Bird Laser, meaning that this laser bird game is never gonna see the light of day.
No, not at all.
No one. You have to go like 400 Google pages back before you can see it. By the way, we're at 1 hour and 31 minutes, so I think this is probably.
Is that a new record?
Maybe. It's possible.
Peter Dinklage Duck Destiny coming soon to a theater near you and a game console near you.
We started talking about Peach Teeth at the beginning of this, if you guys don't remember. That was a long time ago.
And the sequel, Peter Dinklage and the Laser Bird's Secret.
It's
Okay.
James Peach
James Earl Jones.
James
Return
Giant
of the James
Peach
Earl Jones.
Earl Jones. Bye,
You're gonna-
everybody.
Bye.
Hey, woo.